Aaron's Father's Day present came in today.
Raycon is the brand, and then E50 is the model.
So these are little pods that you're gonna stick inside.
Yeah, wireless
your ears.
earphones, yes.
Now that you have that long trip to work.
Yep, I walk to work quite a ways. You know, I take the train, and because of that, I have to listen to headset. You know, it's just a way of kind of getting going and not making it bearable.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Oh my. They have all these different sizes.
It's like we got our charging cable here.
Oh, this is nice.
And then this, if I'm not mistaken, is the base, the charging base. Look at this.
Oh, that looks fancy schmancy. Can you charge it at work, you think?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be able to charge this everywhere.
That's
So
cool.
where it gets stored is actually what I'll charge it with, see?
Okay.
So I put the earbuds in there, and immediately a light came on.
There, it looks like there's a blue light and a red light, maybe?
This looks like
As soon as I pulled it off,
pumpkin.
that thing turned blue, and then these are blue. So I bet you that's ready for the pair. It had 100% battery out of the gate.
That looks good.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's kind of hidden. Oh, I can actually hear you listening to it.
This particular song I'm listening to has a lot of bass. I want to see how the response is. Very nice.
Keychain.
I couldn't hear a word my son was saying right next to me. These have a little bit of noise canceling, it sounds like, or feels like.
What does that mean?
Wow. Wow. Excellent sound. All right, so wow, these are amazing. Oh, here we go. It's got a big list of the functions, see? All right, so you got to put them in the charging console, and then you got to plug that in, and that's how you
Whoa,
power
that's
it.
cool. There's like a little box that charges them.
That's exactly right. That's what this is. It's also the carrying case, which is really cool. It's got a magnet too, a very strong magnet.
Cool.
I see you're wearing your earbuds outside today, baby.
Yeah, it's in case I want to listen to music or call, or have friends talk, or whatever. It's I've been using them literally non-stop every day.
Yeah, I have to say, I'm surprised that you haven't had any issues.
Not really. They do have quirks to them, but I've gotten used to it. The left one seems to be the one that connects to my phone. The Bluetooth, it seems to be in only one spot.
Okay.
And then I don't know how these guys connect to each other, but they also connect to each other.
Yeah.
So if you want just to have one, I have to use the left one. On some occasions, and I say some, I mean rare occasions,
Okay.
one, not the other one, launches or turns on when I pull it out of the holster,
Yeah.
or the cradle. Almost all the time they both launch out of the cradle, but like, you know, I pick one up and I accidentally drop it back. It might shut off or whatever. And if it was the left one, it doesn't ever connect to my phone. I have to then power them both off and power them both back on to kind of do it. Or what will happen in that case is the right one will be on, the left one will relaunch, right? When I pull it back up, it will connect, but then the right one won't sync even though it's on.
Oh.
So I have to turn it off and then turn it back on, and then it resyncs. It's just quirks. It's not like, I would say, detriments or any of that weirdness.
Hey, Lids. You see Dad's earbud? What's it actually called?
Here, bud.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got to clean these out. Yeah, it's squishy so that it's comfortable when your dad's
So
wearing
I've
it.
had these for quite a few months now.
Yeah, it's been since basically Father's Day, right?
Yeah. Okay, Okay, put it down.
Okay, put it back. We don't want to lose the pieces, love.
So I guess some stuff might get caught on here. I'm not going to show you what it looked like before, but it had a little bit of stuff, you know, from the air or whatever. And I pulled it off, and putting it back on it's been noticeably difficult.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sure you can get the hang of it. This is my first time trying. But it's rubber, so of course it's supposed to be a tight fit. I'm assuming you'll probably have to twist or do something like that to get it on.
How long has the charge lasted?
I've not run out of charge once. I generally have them recharged in the morning. I will use them when I'm on my way to the train station. I'll use them the entire train ride, which is a little bit closer to 30 to 40 minutes. And then I use them on about a 10-minute walk to my workplace.
Okay.
So I'm probably using them for about an hour, which is not a lot of time.
Yeah.
But of course they've never run out or come close. They're generally down to like 70% or 80% energy.
Nice.
I would say you could probably get around 4 to 5 hours of active use. According to the website, the base that they sit in also has power.
Okay.
And it has a battery on it. It will recharge these things. Alright, so putting this back on was a little tricky and took a little bit of work. So just keep that in mind before you go to clean it, that you have time.
Yeah, maybe do it in a spot where you can find it again if it falls.
Yeah, well, that too. So it does take a little bit of work, but once they're on, they're pretty tight. I've not had these things fall out. And when I get off the train or on the train or any of those times in between, I am running. I run to save time, you know, so I run to the train because the train can leave at any moment.
Yeah.
I run off the train because if you don't, you get stuck behind people who don't care that you exist and will walk or be in your way. I run up the escalators because, you know, it's faster. And I jog to not every place, but I mean, I try to be quick. So I still, for the sake of sanity, put my hands up once in a while to make sure to reseat them. But I don't have to do it often, and they really do stay, even if I'm jogging or running.
Well, and our state has a hands-free law where you have to have Bluetooth when you're driving.
Right.
So it works out really well. I mean, these are really awesome.
No,
they've been great.
They've been really good. The sound quality's good. It doesn't block out all sound. What I mean by that is if you stick it in here now, I can still hear myself talk. I can still hear you guys talk. So it's useful in the fact that I can still hear things around me. So I'm not worried about like sirens or anything like that. It's like if someone was yelling something, I could hear it, you know. I think they're probably the perfect balance of sound canceling and still being able to hear my music clear as day, even being on a train. Just to show you guys the kind of wear and tear this thing has, this sits in my pocket for a good portion of the day, going to and from. The paint's starting to wear off.
Oh, yeah.
Around it. Now it still is pretty resilient. I've dropped this thing quite a few times.
Okay.
You know, just being clumsy, and it's never broken. Generally what happens when you drop it, this is magnetically locked.
Oh, cool.
Like it will fly open sometimes.
Yeah.
So just be aware of that when you're opening it up, that it will scatter. But I haven't had it break, you know, and as far as not usable anymore, it's magnetic, so that's still pretty good. So no, it's just, you know, a little bit of paint's worn off, but it's still just as functional as it was, and sits in my pocket along with my keys. So something that would be very scratchy.
Aaron lost one of his earbuds and I found it in the laundry. Now, I guess this is not the one that transmits, so he can still use the one earbud to talk with folks. We've been looking for this for at least the past 2 days, so yeah, this is the right side. I'm really not sure how this works or if it's something that you can repair. Aaron's going to take a look at it when he gets home. I highly doubt it, although he's a talented guy. I think that probably these earbuds have now seen their days.
We're gonna call
Ghostbusters.
Esther?
Yeah.
Ghostbusters!
Let's see if I can call my mom.
Did you tell her that we're trying to film and we're trying to?
Yep.
Can you hear it?
Alright, so I'm going to call my mom real quick. And they do work.
Okay.